Welcome to the Serenity Knitting Society Podcast. My name is Alex. This is a knitting podcast based out of, where are we? North Coast, New South Wales in Australia. It's been 1,000 years since I have filmed, and by 1,000 years I probably mean over a month. As some of you might know if you've been here before, I have fairly recently moved in the last couple of months from Tamworth, New South Wales to North Coast, New South Wales, and started a new job, which has been awesome. And I've gone from doing 3 days a week, kind of like night shift work, to a full-time job, and it's been amazing and I love it. And also I have so much less time for things, so I'm really glad that I organised, I started this series called Me Made Wardrobe, which is unofficially called Look at All the Shit I Made. And I've recorded a couple of episodes of that, and I've been uploading those in the last few weeks, which has really helped me to have a bit of time and space to get settled. But I also have some stuff to show, and while I have absolutely no plan for today, none, zero, no notes, I've realised that there's like a finished object somewhere around my house, some acquisitions somewhere out there too. I'm just like, if I don't film this today, there's a decent chance it's not happening for a while. So I'm just gonna go for it, and it's gonna be a little bit chaotic, and that's okay. So if you're returning, welcome back. Lovely to see you. If you're new, hey, come on in. Water's fine. So let's jump straight into the knitting. Did I say I'm Alex? That's my name. Okay. So I also have a little bit of a new setup. We shifted things around, and I'm still in the same room, but I now have a desk set up here and like a little couch set up here. So I'm just going to test it and see how it goes. I feel like the light is very lighty. I feel a little shiny. Let's go with glowy. And we'll just see how it goes. Okay. What am I wearing? I am wearing the Ranunculus by Midori Hirose. It's knit in Quince and Co Kestrel in the colour Hyacinth, which I freaking love. It's a 10 ply, 100% linen, I said 10 ply already, worsted weight, 10 ply worsted weight, linen yarn, 100%. And I talked about it quite a bit in my last official podcast 6 episode, I'm pretty sure. I think it was a finished object, or at least was close to being finished object. But someone was like, hey, I really want to see what that looks like on. So here it is on my body. I'm sitting on the couch, so I'll stand up a little bit. Ooh. So I've got, just wearing some little shorts, and I've got a little high-low hem. Yep, lots of positive ease, don't know how much. I think I knit the size 6 maybe. Yeah. So, as I said in my last video, only mild complaint is the size of the armhole, but I'm very aware that I could just really easily seam them up. I just haven't gotten around to doing that, / when I'm wearing it, it doesn't matter as much because I generally got this little camisole underneath. But I think I might have made a mistake with how many stitches I put in there, or something's happened. I think what happened was, because I've done this pattern a couple of times before, I might have got a little cocky and just been like, yeah, I know how this works. knit, and then next thing you know, I don't know, I don't hate the amount of ease on it. I really like the amount of ease. I feel like I've got a left end. Where did you come from? I do. Excuse me, madam. Alright, I'll have to do that later. But yes, I think I got a little cocky. I think I might have just made up some stuff. And anyway, they're a bit deep. I still wear it. I'm not going to wait to wear it. I don't really care that much, but that's my only mini complaint. Things that I adjusted. I definitely didn't do the bind off at the bottom, as it's meant to be it's meant to be like, I'm trying to remember how to go. You just go all the way around and bind off like all at one length. Whereas I've done a little high-low split hem, which is not written in the pattern. Yeah, that's really it. Other than that, and I did do it at a different gauge. I think I used a slightly larger needle because I was worried that I wouldn't have enough yarn. I bought 7 skeins of the Quince and Co Kestrel. I used like 6 and a tiny weeny bit. I want to make this exact thing again in the correct gauge, maybe even a slightly smaller gauge, so that I don't have to wear a camisole underneath in a white or like a cream to wear with skirts. I think that would be super cute, and maybe a little bit more cropped, so I could wear them with high-waisted skirts. I think that'd be freaking adorable. So that's that. For finished objects, I do have a Sophie scarf that I've finished, but I'm gonna get it later because this is gonna be completely out of order. I'm gonna either get it later or I'll probably get it later, or I'll show you next time. I don't know, I'm not really sure. I'm just, yeah, we'll see. We'll just see how that goes, hey? Okay, but I will show you. I've got a basket full of stuff here, and I will show you what I have been working on. So, I was going to show, this is why you need to think these through in advance. I was actually going to show you my completed one of this whip that I'm working on. But anyway, I'll show you the whip. Oh, buddy. I can hear him crying. I'm here. Am I going to get up and let him in? Yeah, okay. Come on. He's sitting up there crying. All right, pause. I'll go get all my other stuff too while I'm going, okay? Okay, I got everything. And I let in Buddy. We'll see how he goes. He might need me to let him out. Okay, well, I was going to show you a whip, but actually I just went and got my FO, so I just want to show you that now. I finished a Sophie scarf. So this is my second Sophie scarf. This one is knit in, no, Buddy, no. Look at him. Isn't he ridiculous? Oh, goodness. I knit a second Sophie scarf. So this one is knit out of, I just had it. Nope, totally forgot. Anyway, it's 100% alpaca. I'll write what it is below. It's the same company that makes the yarn Moonshine. It's a 10-ply. Either you're sitting there knowing exactly who I'm talking about, or you're not. And then you could look below because I'll write it down somewhere. So this is a beautiful Sophie scarf by Petite Knit. I like these. I really like these. Now, I really started with this because of the sweet Caitlin and Jackie Caddy Jacks knits with their little hashtag. It's probably not so little anymore. How do you ascot? I ascot with about 1,000 Sophie scarves. Also, I don't ascot a lot at the moment because it's 1,000 degrees. Today is at least 30 degrees. It's very windy. I'm hoping you can't hear that too much in the background, but we'll see. Just maybe you can. It's very, very, very windy. Anyway, so this was a little bit more purple than I had anticipated. I really, really love it. I'm unsure if it's going to be a gift knit. It was originally intended for me. I've got another one actually that I think again was in my last video that I knit in like a purpley blue variegated yarn with a mohair. The drape on this is just ridiculous. Like, you alright, buddy? Just ridiculous. And I love it. It's so, so, so soft. But I'm not sure I need two, but I'm also not sure I don't need two. And it's hard to tell when it's 30 degrees outside. So I am on the fence about whether this is a gift knit or whether this is for me. But I just love making these, and I really, really, whoa. I'm not sure if you can hear, you know those little, like it sounds like a little ghosty noise? I'm not sure if you can hear those. If you can, Oh, also, just so we're all clear, I'm not dirty. I just have been watercolor painting today, so I have paint on my hands. I'm not an excellent watercolor painter, but I've been doing this little project for work and did some. Anyway, side note. Where was I? Brain. So like I've had 3 obnoxiously large coffees today. Like up until lunchtime, all I had, PS, don't recommend this, really wasn't going well for me. I had 1 normal sized coffee and 2 obnoxiously large coffees, and I'd had like a piece of toast. And at one point I'm standing in like our grocery store being like, I'm feeling really, like, I don't feel very good. You know, I'm feeling like really hot and a bit jittery. And I'm sitting there going, what is going on? And then I think, Alex, you haven't eaten food. You need to eat food. Okay. So my brain is a little half online. This may or may not be a gift knit. I'm going to just hang on to it. Oh, that's what I was going to say. I really want to make the Sophie scarf, the shawl, the full version. I want to make it with a mohair, and I want to make it, to be honest, I really want to make it in Quince and Co combo of Grace, and I think it's Halo. But I'm going to need to put in an order from Canada through probably a Quince Co, and it depends on what they have, and I don't think they're not stocking those. They're only stocking the whole Sunday morning DK, which I also want to buy for a Sonda sweater. Honestly, Quince and Co, if we can organize this whole shipping internationally thing, I will give you all of my money, all of it. Okay, anyway, I'm sure they're on top of it. They're getting there. They're fairly new, but they just have the most beautiful colors, and I want it all. So yeah, FO. It's been a little slow on the knitting front, to be honest. Most days I've been coming home and I'm just so busted that I just am like comatose staring at the TV screen watching like Grocery Girls, or I'm just sitting there going, I'm still alive, you know? And it's just, I don't know, I'm loving this job so much and it's amazing, and also my brain is just done by the end of the day. I just have no capacity. So you might notice that all of my knits are very, 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 very simple. Whoa. I am just hoping that you can hear me okay, because I'm not recording this again. I personally refuse. Okay, let's have a look at some whipperoos. So my current whip that needs to get done, that I'm gonna have to be very, very monogamous on. I actually also have some plans I'll tell you about with my acquisitions. So my beautiful mother has a massive milestone birthday in December. And I am, if you have not noticed, I'm a very, very, I don't really like the idea of being a selfish knitter, but I am. I just want to knit for me. Like, everyone else can go take a flying leap. I want to knit for me. I have been known to knit for some people. I have knit for my mum, I've knit for my auntie, I've knit for my grandma, I've knit for other human beings, but like I would say 99.5% of the time I want to knit for me. I just do. I think as my wardrobe has increased with knitted things, I have more willpower to knit for other human beings, because I'm like, well, you've already got multiple pairs of socks and scarves and stuff. But I'm like, excuse me, sir, do you want to come sit up here? You can. No, that's for somebody else too. Do you want to come sit up? Come on. Okay, come on. He's probably just going to sit right slightly out of frame. Do you want to just... No? Okay, bye. He was just eating. He's like pulling my yarn out of this box and I'm a bit sad about it. Anyway, concentrate. Mum's birthday. So, Mum asked me if I would knit her an In the Loop cowl by Quince and Co. Now, this is not a finished object because I have already made this one quite a while ago. So, I'm just going to fiddle with it a little bit. I really love this cowl. This is knit in Rowan Alpaca Classic, which is a DK weight yarn, although it looks a little fingering-ish to me, but that's fine. It is a DK weight yarn. I love this. So did I say this pattern's by Espastrico? I love this. I saw this and I just knew I needed it. It was not even a question. This is the exact same colours that they have in the pattern. I wear the shit out of this. It's even actually starting to look, not ratty, but it's starting to look a little bit worn. Not, you know, you can just see it's stretched a little bit, you know what I mean? Like, I wear this a lot. I just think this is the most beautiful, like just the pattern is written so well. It's a free pattern. It's written so well. The finishing of it is so perfect. Like, I don't think many people would know that this is handmade. Do you know what I mean? Like, it is, out of a lot of items that I've knit, I would say this is the one that is probably some of the best quality just in the finishing of it. I couldn't be happier with it. So Mum asked me if I could make one of these for her. I was like, cool, 100%, would love to knit this. A, I love the way it's constructed. B, it's like super, super potato chip knitting because it's like lots of little, it's micro stripes and then it's big stripes. So it's very, I don't know, I felt very confident that I could get that done. And also it's just shit tons of stockinette, which is exactly what I need right now. So it was the perfect project for my mum's. I'll show you my box. I put it in order. This is my Morris & Sons order. So I'm going to do the exact same with the black and white micro stripes, but then I'm going to do, look, flip around. I'm going to do gold, blue, grey for my mum. Pretty, right? So this is Golden Girl. This is Buddy's gonna eat all my yarn. Golden Girl. This is, I don't know, light grey. And this one was called, this is where I'd really like it if they just had the names on there. This one was called like Eclipse Ink. I don't remember. This is the deep blue. I just think they're beautiful. No, darling, you can't have that one. You can sit down if you want to. He's just like playing with the Sophie scarf and he's being a bit cute. Anyway, so that's what I got. And that's what I'm working on. So I can show you how far I'm so far. Got it in my Bed of Roses bag. Okay, complete caveat, because I don't want to have to put this in every single video, but I use these all the time. I was gifted all of these bags by the beautiful Catherine of Bed of Roses. I have quite a number of them now. I was gifted them. I love them. I use them all the time. I will put the little paid or sponsored or little thing tab in it, but I just want to be fully transparent, but I also feel like if I'm going to use these in every single video now, I don't want to have to put that tag in every single video. So I don't really know if anyone has any experience with this. Like, I don't really know how to do that because it seems a bit random for me to say that every single video when I just use these now. Like, it's not a new sponsorship or it's not a new gifted content. So I don't really know how that works. I just want to be transparent so that we're all cool bananas. Anyway, so this is where I'm up to on my In the Loop. I reckon I'm doing all right, to be honest with you. Like, it's been, yeah, I'm basically just coming home and trying to do at least 2 stripes a day. I've got a month from today to have this knit, possibly even a little bit less. I can probably express ship it, but my mum's also said to me she's not super fussed if I don't get it done exactly in time for her birthday. I would like to try. But I I would really like to try, but I know she's not fussed if I get it there a little bit late, so yeah. Anyway, I'm really excited about this. I am excited to have matching cows with my mum. B, I just think if anyone deserves a hand, it's my mum. You know what I mean? Like, and both my mum and my grandma, I've knit them both socks, and both of them were like how did my grandma, God love her, I knit her a pair of socks. She has them hanging in her bedroom. She doesn't wear them. I have to make her another pair so she'll wear a pair. She won't wear them because she doesn't want to get them ruined. So she's just like, it's like wizardry. And I think that sometimes, I read a poem about it a while back and put it on my Instagram, but like, I think what we do is a little bit magical. Like we take sticks and some string and we create these things and we fill them with love and like, that's a little bit of magic. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep going with this, but I have to be very monogamous if I'm gonna get this done. And that's a little bit hard for me, but also right now, not that hard. I feel like in the last few videos, I've been able to have like multiple whips on the go. Right now, particularly at this time of the year, with everything that's busy, but also with the weather, I just need to like one thing, get it done, move on to the next thing. Which is hard because I have so much I want to cast on. Like I really want, I think in my last video I talked about wanting to cast on the Cecropia cowl. I really don't know if I'm saying that right. The one with the moth on it. I've been meaning to do that, and it's not going to happen. It's not even going to probably be my next cast on, to be completely honest with you, because I just don't think I've got that brain capacity. I'm definitely going to knit it because I bought the pattern. And I freaking love it. But I think it might just need to wait till I've got a bit more space. I get some time off over Christmas. I get like Christmas through like maybe the 10th or something off. So maybe I will like do a little bit of a, oh guys, I just remembered. I want a prize. So, okay, I'm finishing this. I'm gonna put it away and then I'm gonna tell you about the prize I won. Okay, so I entered the Grocery Girls Sock Bash. I regularly enter. I haven't in the last month, but before that I think I was entering most months. And I won. I don't know what I've won yet, but my name was one of the ones drawn. I was so excited, and I just freaking love those guys. They just feel like my knitting aunties and like my friends, and like I'm pretty, like as far as I'm aware, we're friends. Like they don't know, Tracy and Judy don't know that we're friends, but we're friends. And I just look forward to their podcast so much. I love what they make. I love their warmth and their humor and the swearing and we would have so much fun. So yeah, they don't know that we're friends, or they don't know that they're my knitting aunties, but they are. Sorry. So yeah, anyway, I won something. I don't know what it is, but when it comes, I'll share it with you. And I totally recommend like joining the sock bash. It's really simple. You just knit a pair of stocks. You just have to start in the start of the month, and like, so if it's September, start them in September, end them in September. You can knit whatever you want, fingering or DK weight socks. There's a theme, so you can either just knit a random pair of socks and enter, or there was a theme. So the one I think I did was animals, was the one that I ended up winning something from. And so it's, if there's anything animal related to do with your socks, then you can enter your socks twice. So I had, to be honest, I don't remember which ones they were, but I think that it was so the socks were by 3 Cats, like the yarn was a 3 Cats Yarn Co yarn. So animals, 3 cats, 2 times. I've been trying to knit a pair of socks every month. This month has not occurred. It's okay, I can live with it. But I don't know, I just feel like sock bash is really fun, and it's a really great opportunity. Like they pick a lot of prizes. Like I think in the month that I entered, they picked like 6 people. It's a lot of prizes. And like I'm a long way away. So anyway, if you're knitting a vanilla pair of socks, just get in there. You might as well enter. You never know, you might win something. Anyway, so I'm really excited about that. Okay, next. Speaking of socks, I am still knitting I don't know if I showed these last time because I don't know if I'd started them yet. I'm knitting the Astrid socks by Sari Nordland. There's an end. I think I did actually show these last time. I haven't gotten very far. I've started the heel flap. Now, in the actual socks, the actual pattern, there is no heel flap. Pretty sure they're an afterthought heel. I, again, do not have the brain capacity to learn things. I'm learning a lot at work. So I am just knitting, I just knit the colour work. There is actually colour work that continues like little, I can't remember what they're called. Nah. I know that it translates loosely to fleas. Anyway, there's little like continuation of colour work through the foot. Just little like, you know, they look like little arrows or little hearts through the foot. I'm not gonna fuck with that, to be honest with you. Like, I just can't even. So I'm just doing this, and then I'm gonna knit a vanilla sock. I'm gonna do contrasting heels and toes, and that's what I'm gonna do. So colours are, I don't remember, from Espace Tricot. I did buy this from Espace Tricot. I'm pretty sure I listed it in my last video. If I can find the name of it, I'll list it below. If not, it's a mystery one. I know that a very, very similar colour, it's not this yarn, but there's a very, very, very similar colour that Giacomo, who's an Australian dyer, does. I think it's just called Dusty Pink, and it's like almost an identical colour. And then I've got Glen Heaven Knits in Old Man's Beard, which is like a classic Serenity Knits, OG Serenity Knits fave. So it's also got, you can't see here, but there's actually a few little rust speckles. Oh, there you go. Little rust speckles. I really love this. I think I would just, there's 3 Cats Yarn do a similar one called Calico, very similar. I think something like this I just want as a staple in my stash, because I think for colour work, having a really like crisp white, it's not a cold white, it's still like, that's my face. It's not a cold white, it still kind of has a creaminess to it, but it's just a bit, like it's not yellowy either. So it's not a natural, it's definitely been dyed. I love it. I feel like it gives me really beautiful, this is my favourite high contrast. I like to have a colour in the background and white. I just love it. So I'm thrilled with these. I'm a bit worried they're going to be a bit big because it's like quite, I think it's like 70 something stitches around. So I think I'm going to have to decrease, and I'm on a slightly bigger needle. I'm on a 2.75. I could needle size down, but I'm not going to. Because I just don't want to. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to decrease more stitches in the gusset, possibly even faster. I'm not really thinking these are going to be like wear out in the world socks. They're probably just going to be a snuggly home pair of socks. So if they're slightly big, I'm not too worried. But it does really, really shit me when I'm like sleeping at night and my socks fall off my feet. I've got a few pairs of hand knit socks where that happens, and it's because I've made them too big. So I really want them to just stay, where'd it go? Yeah, he's at the door. I really want them to stay on my feet when I'm in bed. So, I don't know. But this is probably my favorite. I mean, like everything I'm knitting at the moment is pretty much pink or gray. Yeah, and again, in my beautiful, I've still got the tag on this one. Gosh, I'm funny. I use them all the time. Still got my beautiful Bed of Roses bag. If you didn't notice, I did match the purple flowery bag to the purple flowery project. I have a problem. But yeah, Bed of Roses, this one was gifted. I just love them. Right, next. Okay, this one I actually had to transfer into a different bag. I did have this in one of my Bed of Roses bags, and I had to transfer it out of it because it was like I was stuffing it in. This one's getting pretty bulky. So, okay, let's have a quick drink before we launch into this story. So I joined a cow that doesn't actually exist. So Amy Palco and Rebecca from the Cray Bear, who is the Care Bear, were like bandying around the idea of doing a Lento cal. This is quite a while ago, right? And I was like, oh my God, I've been wanting to do a Lento. Beautiful Catherine of Bed of Roses gifted me. I'm definitely going to have to put the tag on. I keep mentioning this. So I'm definitely going to have to do it. Hey, excuse me, sir. What you doing? Hey, do you want to come up here? You can come say hello. He's just scratching the side of the thing. You coming up or what? No, I'm just going to scratch it some more. Okay, well, I'll keep telling my story. So, yeah, beautiful Catherine gave me this beautiful Alpaca yarn. Very, very kind. Look how flumpy it is. And I was like, I've been meaning to make a Lento. And so, to be honest, Catherine also bought me the pattern. God, she was really, really sweet. So, it was part of the, we did like a collaboration and did a 1,000 subscriber giveaway, which was, I think, my last official episode. I announced the winner. And anyway, so I was like, yay, Lento, they're doing a cal. I want to knit one. Okay, but then the cal never happened, or hasn't happened yet. Maybe it'll happen in the future. But I have just been like living in an alternate reality where there has been one. So basically I've joined a cal that didn't exist, but I'm doing it. I was like, great, I'll join the cal. It's not running yet, Alex, so it's fine. I'm not really in the cal, but in my head I am, and it's fine. I'm really okay with it. But basically, I pretty much finished a Lento in a knit along that no one else is a part of, run by two people who don't know that I've got one going. Crazy. Anyway, here is my Lento. Here's how it's going. So, it's also almost unrecognizable as a Lento. So it's really like, it's like barely Lento. I've made so many modifications. It's basically just a top-down raglan with a loose gauge at this point. So, right, let me tell you about it. So I'm holding Alpaca and Biches Le Petit Lambswool in the colour light grey, double. First of all, I just it's like so soft. It's just ridiculous. And I can't even try it on because it's so freaking hot here. I just can't even. It's just ridiculous. But, okay. For those of you who are not familiar with a Lento, this is not what one looks like. I would recommend looking up what the pattern looks like because this is not a very good indication. I've just changed so much of it. There is a rolled neckline. I didn't do a rolled neckline. I think they look beautiful, but I am a bustier human being, and I felt like for me, having a chunky rolled neckline probably wasn't going to suit my body shape. So I did just a normal cast on, and I actually made it a little bit wider. So it's hopefully going to be a little boat necky. I then increased, I was in between sizes. So I basically just increased till I felt like it fit. So yeah, again, kind of ignored the pattern and just kind of sort of followed it until I got to where I think I was meant to be. Again, the actual Lento does not have a split hem or a high-low hem, but I decided that I was going to do one. It also doesn't have nearly as thick ribbing as I decided to do it, so I kind of knit till I got to where I wanted, and I did about, it's quite a few inches, nearly 3.5, 4 inches at the back, and maybe like 2.5, 3 inches at the front. I'm gonna have to block it because right now I don't love how this is sitting. So see how it kind of just looks a bit messy, but I think it will actually look quite cute once it's blocked. We'll see. I am willing to rip it back if I have to. And right now, my biggest thing is I just need to make sure the sleeves are long enough. So I'm also going to completely ignore the Lento sleeves. I'm going to do the decreases. I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 decreases out of 11 decreases. I will do those. And then I'm going to go straight, and then I'm going to go down to probably like a 3.5 needle size. So I'm currently knitting on a 6. I'm going to go down to a 3 mil, maybe 3.5 mil needle. And I'm going to do probably like 3 inches of ribbing and have like quite a long ribbed cuff. And it's still going to be like reasonably big. It's not going to be too cinched in. It's going to be like still a little bit big. That's my plan. I just need to make sure they're long enough because I am notoriously knitting my sleeves too short. And I'm not talking like bracelet length. I'm talking like I want 3/4 lengths and I end up getting like elbow length. So I actually have a couple of sweaters that I am genuinely considering ripping back the sleeves to make them like 2 inches longer. I don't know if I can be fucked. But I still would wear them. So the ones I'm thinking of are my pink Ranunculus. It's got an I-cord though, and I wore it the other day. It looks very cute. That one I don't know. I feel like I just probably wear it slightly more. I'm just gonna see how it goes. I've got plenty of yarn, so if I want to do it in the future, I could always do it. The other one is what I, in my head, call the Grocery Girl sweater, which is just my top-down raglan. I think it's the Bright Side. Officially, it's the Bright Side Bastrico, but I knit it in Biches. But the reason I call it my Grocery Girl sweater is because it's got stripes. It's just a raglan with stripes, and that was definitely inspired by Tracy's. She did this green jumper in Brooklyn tweed. So it just looked amazing, but it was just a real example of how you take a plain raglan. Whoa, can you guys hear that? Goodness. Crazy. Coastal southerly winds. You can basically take a plain raglan sweater and really make it, like really personalize it by, good lord, I'm like not sure if it's cutting me off and you can not hear me. I really have no clue. Anyway, you can take a plain raglan sweater, add some stripes, really personalize it. I think it looks really cute. So yes. But basically, this is on hold for 2 reasons. One, mostly because of my mum's in the loop cow. I need to get that one done, high priority. B, this is so big and it's 30 degrees here, plus with massive amounts of humidity. Like I live in a subtropical location. Well, almost tropical to be honest. And I can't do it. It's so hot. So I do want to finish this. I will finish it. We don't have aircon. That's the other thing, is we don't have aircon. So I will finish this. But there's a decent chance that unless it stays cool or it cools down a bit, that I might not be able to do this one for a little while. Anyway, it's hanging in there. I'm curious to see how it goes. I think it's going to be really, really snuggly. And I'm imagining it with, now I'd say this about every sweater that I've ever knit ever. I'm imagining this with like a white linen shirt. And, but I also think like a snuggly plain grey sweater. I've got all these beautiful shawls. I just think it's going to be, I'm going to wear a shirt out of it. So, but I want it to be snuggly. And I want it to be like a little bit, oh yeah, so the other thing I'm thinking of doing, if I've got enough yarn, and if you've got any tips about how I might do this, feel free to like leave a comment below, because I'd really like to know. Because the other thing I've considered doing is somehow taking this neckline and turning it into a turtleneck if I've got enough yarn. Because I actually think that this silhouette, I feel like with the split hem, I feel like having like a really thick ribbed turtleneck could be really delicious. And I think it could make it a little bit more chic, because the material kind of comes out as this like teddy bear, I don't know, it's like this felty teddy bear, delicious snuggleness. And I kind of want to be able to wear this to work. And I feel like with the way that the neckline is now, it has more of like a sweatshirty vibe, which is why I think maybe with a collared shirt it would look a little bit more elevated. But I thought with a turtleneck, A, super warm, B, I think it might be a little bit more chic. Anyway, like wear it with some black pants and some boots. Ooh, see? Anyway, anyone have any ideas about that? To be honest, I'll probably wear it with scarves anyway, so I probably can do that anyway. But I've got this in my unicorn bag, which is just a cosmetics bag from a company called Love Libby. And it's like a laminated, you know what I mean, not laminated, but like plastic coated zip bag with unicorns on it. And I like it. So that's that. Okay. What else have I got? Just a quick update. I don't really have much to say about this other than I've got this one Bobby Dazzler, which I strongly modified again. It's like I just don't actually want to follow the patterns that I buy, but it's fine. Knit in Rauma, Fennel. I've talked about this quite at length in another video. I just wanted to keep accountable that I am knitting the other one of this at some point. I've started the cuff. I think once I am done with the In the Loop cowl, I'm going to probably try and focus on smaller accessories for a while because it's very hot and I just don't think I can handle sweaters. But in saying that, I do have some other things that I want to cast on. So... But yeah, just wanted to keep some accountability about that. I freaking love these. I think they're so cute. The pattern was beautifully written. It's by Kerry Malley. The pattern was beautifully written. I modified the shit out of this, but it was very easy to do. Living in a tropical climate, I probably don't need full-blown Selby mittens. But these, I think, are going to be really nice on just those cold mornings where I need a little bit of something. Driving to work. That's me driving. Yep. So just want to keep accountable. That is on my list. I haven't forgotten about them and I fucking love them. So I really want to get them done. I think they're super, super Alexy and I want them. So yeah. Right. Okay. Let's do some acquisitions. Hey, bud? He's still just wandering around. He might show his face. So, acquisitions. I bought some shit. Okay, so, like I said, I bought some stuff for my mum's In the Loop cowl. And I bought that from Morris & Sons. Oh, my nose is itchy. Morris & Sons in Sydney, in York Street. York Street? Yeah, near Wynyard Station. When I put that order in, I was like, well, look, while I'm here, you coming up? Go on then. You just want the yarn. You can't actually have the yarn. You can sit up here though if you want. Come on. Yeah, okay. You gonna come say hello? Maybe if I leave the yarn open, he'll come say hello. I decided to get a few other things while I was there. Online, obviously. So the first thing is I'm obsessed with Alpaca at the moment. Now, in fairness, I've always been a little bit obsessed with alpacas. I just love them. They're so cute and I want some. But I really wanted to try some more alpaca yarn and I really wanted some DK alpaca yarn. This is the one Buddy was eating anyway. So I wanted to try, the Morris & Son have their own brand of yarn. What are you doing? Anyway, I just wanted to try it because I hadn't tried it and I to be honest, there he is. I was a little bit skeptical. Can you come here and say hi? It'd be very cute if you just like sat down there and slept. That would be really cute. You'd be like Audrey on Heather and Hops. I have to get you a couch. Nope. Okay. He's just gonna hang out over there. I was a little bit skeptical, to be completely honest, because I don't know, the prices were really good. And I just was a bit like, I don't know. It just felt a little bit too good to be true. Anyway, so I bought some of it's called Maya. It's an 8-ply 100% baby alpaca. Oh good, you're just gonna get his butt. And this little sassy tail. Do you not know that we're actually on film right now? Oh, no, I don't know. I don't really care. Anyway, so, let's see. That's the bit that Buddy ate. I'm trying to show you the light to try and get the colour right. It's a very blue purple. I would say it's slightly, it's heathered. I freaking love this colour. I want to make a beanie. So, but to be honest, actually, I kind of want a sweater in this now because I love this colour and I actually think it looks really nice on my skin tone. So the colour is Mist, which is also 3829. I'm trying to remember if I've said everything. So the Morrison Sons tagline is a heritage of quality, and I would say that this is way better quality than I was anticipating. I think one of these balls is about $12. There is 100 meters to 50 grams. It's made in Peru. I'm very happy with this. So I've got 2 balls of this to make. I think I'm going to make Classic Ribbed Beanie by Pearl Soho. I've made one before. I like them. And I just think that's going to be a really fun little beanie to wear in winter. I don't know. I just want something soft and comfy and cozy. And I think the ribbing would be very, very soothing and relaxing for me at the moment, while also having to use a little bit of brain power. I don't know. I just think it's going to be so freaking squishy. The other thing I would consider I think this would be amazing in a brioche. Like, God, that'd be soft. I wonder if I've got enough. Maybe not. To be honest, 200 meters, I'm a little bit like, do I even have enough for the classic ribbed hat? But anyway, we'll see. If I have to order another one, I have to order another one. So yeah, anyway, we'll see. But I really think this could actually be a really nice sweater. Maybe like an autumn leaf pullover or something. I've always been a bit unsure about knitting garments in alpaca because I heard that it grows a lot. And I think I just struggle with that anyway. But God, it'd be soft. Whoa. I'm almost sure you can hear that in the background. I'm not stopping. Okay. Yeah, so I bought that. Then I also bought, so a little while back, this is from a different store, but it's related to something. I bought some Nordland yarn in the colour Yarra. Look at that plumpy boy. So I have 5 of these. And I am going to knit something. I've been meaning to swatch with this because it says that it's a 4-ply or a lace weight or a 4-ply. Okay. Most people hold this double is the point. However, when I look at this, I'm trying to find a strand to pull out. When I look at this, that I think I could get away with a 4-ply because I think it's a little plumpier than maybe some of the other ones. I'm gonna swatch. I'm gonna swatch and see because I think if I hold this double, they estimate there to be 500 meters. Wait, hang on. Yeah, 500 meters per 100 grams. I have 500 grams, so that should be shit tons. However, they only like do the color once, and I'm in a bigger body. So I generally need 1,000 to 1,500 meters for a sweater. But I also feel like I haven't knit enough sweaters to be really sure about that. And I'm pretty sure I knit my Felix, sweater, pullover, whatever, with about 1,000 meters, 1,050. So I could hold a double. Anyway, I'm going to swatch. I'm going to lean towards the beautiful Jackie who's part of the Knitting a Good Yarn podcast, recommended for me to a couple of really helpful things. Top down raglan, like mostly stockinette stitch, limited positive ease. Definitely, she had a few other really good suggestions, and I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm also considering whether, and this is why I'm bringing this up now, whether I hold it with a mohair. So I only bought 2 of them. I got 2 of the Rowan Kids Silk Haze in the colour, don't know. I don't know what colour it is, but it's like a pink. Now, I was trying to pick one that was fairly close. I think it's close enough. It's a lot cooler. It's a lot more icy. I'm gonna swatch with it and just see. In person, it doesn't look quite as different as it is on camera, but I don't really want to take away this colour because here's my idea. So you know how I have the Artemis shawl that I showed last time? I think this is going to be my Aphrodite sweater. And I think that's it. Well, when I say I think, it is going to be. And part of my brain just goes, just knit a ranunculus. We have to knit something else other than ranunculi. There is a beautiful Venus shawl that has like shells, like a shell motif. Oh, that'd be beautiful. But I want this as a sweater. I want to wear it on my body. So I don't know what I'm going to make. I have considered holding this. I've got this unspun. I have considered doing a Lumi sweater. I have considered doing there's another one I've thought about doing. I've considered just doing a Felix because I'm pretty confident that I can, like I know that I can get, I'm pretty confident I could hold this double and get a sweater out of that. I'm considering swatching for a pink fizz. That would be a big project for me right now. But can you just freaking imagine? I just don't know how the lace work would hold up. I think if I'm holding it single, the lace work would be fine. I mean, hang on, let me rephrase that. If I am holding it single, I will have enough yardage for the pink fizz and the lace work. But whether or not it's going to be poppy enough to make it worth all the lace work is the question. Anyway, so I'm just going to park this for the moment. I'm going to swatch with it. I'm going to see I'm going to see how it goes. But I want an Aphrodite sweater because I do. I really want one. I have a lot of my birth chart that sits in like a very heavy Venusian placement. I also think that a lot of the archetypal, like modern version of Aphrodite is kind of like this, like real toxic feminine energy, and I'm just not here for that. Like I think that I think there's a side of it, but I think that there's this like beautiful love and beauty and peace, and like, I don't know, I wear a lot of pearls. Like I feel very connected to the femininity of it, and I don't know, I want to explore this a bit more. So yeah, that's on my plans. Maybe with that. Okay, last but certainly not least, I went, and actually I've got to bring my book. I bought the Ready Set Raglan book, and it's definitely last but not least because I have a new local yarn store. So, Knit Happens in Murwillumbah is now my new local yarn store. And I went in there and met, I'm pretty sure it's Karen, 95% sure it's Karen, 95% sure. We had a nice chat. And I went in there a couple of weeks ago, and like the week after they opened, and I bought the Ready Set Raglan book, which the grocery girls are having a knit along for that. And maybe that's what I might do. Anyway, they're starting maybe in January. They only announced it yesterday or whatever, so we'll see. But gosh, that's a sweet shop, and Karen is just lovely, and they've got some really, like, the books are just beautiful, and they've got a whole range of summer yarns that I'm really excited to see as the seasons change what they bring in. But they've got some really cool stuff, and I really recommend it if you're living anywhere from like Brisbane, from the north coast, or if you're driving through, like, first of all, Murwillumbah is the cutest. Like, it's so cute. Big, like, cane fields, mountains, rivers, like, just stunning. I'm very lucky I get to spend a lot of time up there. And this is it's a really cute store. So I really recommend it. I bought, P.S. Do I just have a favourite colour, or like, what's the dealio there? I bought some Fibre Natura cottonwood, which is 100% organic cotton. I want to make some seed stitch base washes to remove my makeup. Okay, full disclosure. What is this? I fucking hate how these balls fall apart. I actually think I'm going to rewind these. I bought a few of these before from when I used to live in Freshwater, my local yarn shop was Cast On Collective, the beautiful Wendy, who pretty much talked me into knitting. So basically this podcast may have been brought to you by Wendy. She taught me how to, I've got fibre on my face. Excuse me, friends. Anyway, she taught me how to knit backwards, and she really made me go, it's not actually that hard. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think I just needed someone to kind of like, around. Yes, I totally agree. Completely. Anyway, so I bought a few of these from her. They just have fallen apart. They're in a giant tangled mess somewhere. I'm pretty sure Buddy might have eaten a few of them. So these, I'm going to rewind using my ball winder. Still got fibre on my face. And then I'm going to seed stitch some little face washes. So that's another summer project that I'm thinking when I'm tired and hot and sticky and gross. I'm going to do that. But, yeah, I bought 2 different colours. They're pretty much the same colour, but 2 different tones. And I like it. Yeah, anyway, and I love the Ready Set Raglan book. Okay, I got 2 more things to show you. One is, look what I bought. So, I love learning how to do new stuff. And I was at TK Maxx the other day. How much was this? So this is $15. And it was like Christmas needle felting. And I was just like, you know what I need? Some Christmas needle felting. So I'm going to give it a crack. So it's basically, okay, here's what it says. Craft your way into Christmas with this festal needle felting kit. Festive needle felting kit. With easy to follow instructions, this set has everything you need to make your own 3D decorations, perfect for getting you in the spirit of the season. Now, I normally love Christmas. I love decorating. I love the whole thing. This year, I am feeling really underwhelmed. I just can't believe it's Christmas. I have shit to do. It's not actually Christmas, but geez, we're getting close. So I'm just going to keep this for when I'm feeling like it's time to do some Christmas fun stuff. And yeah, I'll share how it goes. And we'll see if we can make some. I just don't feel like my little gingerbread man's going to look like that. But we'll see how it goes. But I'm excited for the kit. Maybe I should open it and see what's in it, okay? Ooh. Okay, this is probably a good idea. So it's got some fibre. Hey, well that's gonna be okay. I'll be fine. I was like, how am I gonna make that look like that? Anyway, yes, it's got some instructions. I'm excited. I also feel like, I don't know, I just want to learn how to do it. So, no, you cannot have it. No. You cannot take it. I have to hide all my yarn. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to give that a crack and see how it goes. And last but not least, I want to share with you a book I'm reading. Oh, that's very close to me. Hello. I am reading, it's called Daughter of Darkness by Catherine and Elizabeth Kaur. I like that there's 2 authors. Don't know how that works, but I'm very curious. And basically, if you like Akata, if you like Blood and Ash, if you like Greek mythology, if you like, oh, stop it. If you like, he's trying to steal the yarn again. If you like, what's that other one? Six of Crows. I reckon you're gonna like this. Because basically, it's just like a really good, based in Greek mythology, it's a really great kind of like, gosh, there's so much fibre around my nose today. Based in Greek mythology, it's basically this really cool adventure. Now, it's definitely a fantasy. I don't know, there's not a lot of, so far, no romance. Not hating that. There's a bit of intrigue, but nothing like full-blown romancy. It's very it's very adventure based, and it's very, I don't know, like I just think interesting and complex female characters in fantasy is appreciated, you know, like, and I just think, I don't know, I'm really enjoying it. I don't want to give away the story too much, basically, but yeah, I don't give away the story too much. I'm about halfway through. So far so good, loving it. It's probably one of the best random books I've picked up to buy. I've read in a while, and I feel like ever since Akata, it's been hard. Nothing's ever been as good. And this is like, I wouldn't say it's as good because I just can't quite do that, but it's like really good. Yes, it's really all I got to say of that. I pretty much love anything that's like a Persephone, Hades myth. Persephone's not in this, but I like anything that's like underworld related. Yeah. It's just cool. Anyway, that's me. I think that's done. That feels like the fastest podcast I've ever had in my life. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Like, meow. Do you want to get in there? No. That's what I got, guys. And I'm just going to keep trying to pop in. I don't know if I said this at the beginning, but I was trying to do a weekly podcast. I'm not going to be able to keep up with that, to be honest, but I'm going to try and aim for, I make no promises. I aim for fortnightly, but I'll be frank, it's just going to be when I can get it done. And I just don't want to be, for me, this is really important that it's not going to be something that I'm making myself do. Like this, I really can't have this be something that feels like a job. I want this to be something that feels fun, because I just don't think I can come in here and be real and connect if I'm like feeling like I have to do it. So I'm kind of just going to rock up when I feel like it. I was going to do a live. I don't know if I said this at the beginning either, so if I'm repeating myself, just feel free to ignore it. I was going to do a live, but I think that was a bit over ambitious. I think right now it's just going to have to be what it is. We'll see how it goes. And I'm just grateful to be here and checking in and enjoying some yarn stuff and yeah, hanging out. So I hope you have a lovely, lovely next few weeks. And if you want to hang out with me on Instagram, come on over at the Serenity Knitting Society. Come hang out. And yeah, see you next time. Bye.